The blue blur, or better known as Sonic the Hedgehog, has had a multitude of games made about him. Some good, some bad. But do you know the one thing that stays consistent throughout the whole franchise? The music is absolute flames. Welcome to my analysis on Sonic's music and how it shows his character development throughout the franchise as a whole. Starting off with Sonic Adventure 1 with Open Your Heart. From now on, I'll refer to Sonic Adventure 1 as SA1, just to make it easier. SA1 is the introduction of Crush 40 in the games, and with their absolute banger of a song, Open Your Heart. This song plays while fighting Chaos at the end of the game, and is very appropriate for the fight. With all that said, how about we actually analyse these lyrics, shall we? Just another small message before we do start. I am not a lyricist, and this analysis is fully my opinion and how I see them. Now, we can start. This is a direct reference to the main villain of Sonic Adventure 1, who is Chaos. This shows that Sonic is aware of surroundings and knows that whatever is happening isn't good. This shows that Sonic is worrying about what is unfolding in front of him as he asks, "What's going to happen to us?" Showing that he yet again has a very bad feeling about what is going on, but has accepted that he is the only one that can do anything about it.
All the steps we take, all the moves we make, all the pain at stake. I see the chaos for everyone. Who are we? What can we do?
Sonic can see how it is affecting the human citizens of Station Square, and he's asking, what can we do to stop the terror that is happening? This shows he is thinking on his feet, and isn't thinking quickly and clear enough to think of what to do.
You and I are the same in the way that we have our own styles and we won't change. You're the man with evil and mine is not. There is no way I can lose.
This shows that Sonic has accepted that he is better than Chaos, and he knows he is going to win, which shows his cockiness as he knows he's doing the best thing for everyone and has dealt with world-ending threats before.
Can't hold on much longer. Never let go. I know it's a one-way track. Tell me now how long this will last.
Sonic here has accepted that there is nothing he can do to stop Chaos quickly, and the only way forward is directly through the issue, which is understood by, I know it's a one-way track, showing he knows that he can't let this happen and has to destroy Chaos.
I'm not gonna think this way. When I count on numbers, close my eyes and feel it burn. See what I'm gonna do.
This is showing Sonic's selflessness as he's not going to count on others and will feel the burn of how hard the battle is and is going to push through.
Open your heart, it's gonna be alright.
Sonic here is becoming one with his super form and is telling himself and others to believe in him as he knows he can win, and is telling everyone else it's going to be alright.
Tricks make me sick. You won't have it your own way.
whole verse shows the same selflessness that we have seen before, and references the flashback Sonic sees when visiting the Master Emerald, which shows chaos lying waste to the Echidna tribe and setting their cities on fire. Ancient cities blazing shows this point. The rest is what we have seen before. Here Sonic knows that if he doesn't stop this rampage, then there will be no more life left on Earth. He also knows that Chaos resents the Echidna tribe for trying to abuse the Master Emerald's power, as he was the protector of the Emerald, chosen by the Emerald itself, and wants to erase all life as it believes that everyone wants to abuse its power.
I know it's one-way track. Close my eyes and feel the burn. Now I see what I gotta do. Gotta open your heart, dude. Can't hold on much longer. Never let go. I know it's a one-way track. Tell me how long this will last. I'm not gonna think this way. When I count on others, close my eyes and feel the burn.
Sonic's character here is shown to understand Chaos's frustration, but know he has to defeat him, and also his cockiness by knowing he's going to win and defeat Chaos. It also shows that he just wants what is best for the world. If he had just given up, then he wouldn't be happy with himself, and by opening his heart to everyone, he understands that he has to do this, and only he can do it. SA1 was the first, if you don't count Flicky's Island, 3D Sonic game, and to have this strong of an opening song and for it to have so much meaning shows that not only do the lyrics represent what's happening in the game, they also represent how Sonic is feeling. Overall, Sonic Adventure 1 gets a 10 out of 10 ranking for how it portrays and shows Sonic's character and how he feels during his battle with Chaos. Moving on to Sonic Adventure 2, which I will also refer to as S80, we have another amazing song with Live and Learn, the main theme of this game. Without any more waffling, let's get into these lyrics.
Can you feel life moving through your mind? Ooh, looks like it came back for more. Yeah. Can you feel time slipping down your spine? Ooh, you're trying to ignore. Yeah.
Here we are shown that once again Sonic is aware that the Bio-Lizard is another world-ending threat, and he feels the weight of the situation as he battles it with Shadow. He tries to ignore it, but isn't able to, as he knows failing means death.
But you can hardly swallow your fears and pain when you can't help but follow and put you right back where you came.
Sonic here is aware that his own fear is getting in the way of beating the Bio-Lizard and cannot escape the "I'm going to fail" mindset, which we know by "it puts you right back where you came," it being fear. The live and learn here is referencing how Sonic has lived through all of the events of SA2 and has learnt from them, as he is quite literally live and learn. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow is very clearly saying that Sonic is clinging onto the idea that if he thinks of tomorrow, it might motivate him more to try harder in the battle. From the works of yesterday is again on about how Sonic has learnt from his adventures in this game and the short amount of time he has had to sort everything out. If you beg or if you borrow is saying no matter how much you beg or try to borrow one more day, life will never be the same if the Bio-Lizard wins. You may never find your way is interpreted as you might not know your own path in life, but try to find it.
You feel alive, tangle you up inside. Yeah, now you're face down on the floor.
Here Sonic is once again worrying about losing his own life, but has accepted that he will do whatever it takes to save Earth and his friends. Now you're face down on the floor shows that Sonic, in the fight with the Bio-Lizard, is using a lot of his own power, even in his super form, and battling it with a shadow.
But you can't save your sorrow. You paid and trade. When you can't help but follow, puts you right back where you came.
You've paid in trade is a way of saying Sonic has paid his life to protecting Earth, but cannot swallow his sorrow of the loss of his life.
There's a face searching far, so far and wide. There's a place where you dream you'll never find. Hold on to what if, hold on to what if.
There's a face searching far, so far and wide, I have interpreted as Gun looking for Sonic and searching for him. However, it could be something entirely different that I will never know as I don't work at Sega. There's a place you dreamed you'd never find is most likely referencing how Sonic never actually wanted any of this to happen and shows he's scared about it as he has dreamed he'd never find it. But this could also mean that he never wanted to find the Space Colony Arc or Bio-Lizard. As I said, I'll never truly know. Sonic's character in this song is shown to grow, and whilst he might not be able to swallow his fear, he has accepted it and will face it head on. This once again shows his selflessness. This song portrays this game in the best way possible, especially with the slightly darker themes of this game. Once again, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 ranking for the portrayal of Sonic's character, who once again is back to being dedicated to saving the world, but still having his cockiness, which is carried over from SA1. We now interrupt your screening of this video to show you the heroes.
Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes.
Yes, that's right, Sonic Heroes. It's a bit on the nose, isn't it? But it works. This game has 2 Crush 40 songs in it, and I have chosen the song Sonic Heroes, which makes sense. The second song is What I'm Made Of, which I highly recommend giving a listen, because it is also another banger from Crush 40. But let's get started on this song's lyrics.
What goes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground. See the world spinning upside down. A mighty crash without a sound.
What goes up must come down refers to how Sonic has defeated Eggman's weapons of mass destruction and how they have gone up and he alone has caused them to come crashing down. Yet my feet don't touch the ground is saying that he was technically flying when he took these weapons down. A mighty crash without a sound refers to how Sonic is faster than sound and he escapes the mighty crash by running at full speed, which is why he can't hear them and it doesn't have a sound to him.
Feel your every rage. Step aside, I'll turn the page. Breaking through your crazy maze. Like a laser beam, my eyes on you.
I Can Feel Your Every Rage refers to how Neo Metal Sonic has found out he isn't real and he has been told all his life that the real Sonic is the imposter. Breaking Through Your Crazy Maze is referencing how Sonic and his friends have always gotten through Eggman's traps by breaking them all the time. Like a laser beam, my eyes on you shows how Sonic and his friends have always pursued Eggman with extreme determination.
Watch me rule the night away. Watch me save the day. Feel my storm is getting close. Heading your way.
Watch me rule the night away, watch me save the day is saying how Sonic has always fought throughout the night and day, so he rules the night and saves the day.
Sonic hero. Sonic hero. Find you, confine you, defying your blade.
Sonic Heroes is referring to Sonic and his friends and how he saves the world from previous threat of the Bio-Lizard, and it's also the name of the game itself. Find you, confine you, defying your reign means that Team Sonic are going to find Neo Metal Sonic, defeat him, and defy his reign of the world.
Sonic hero. Sonic hero. Setting the stage for a hero's parade.
Setting the stage for a hero's parade is showing how Sonic knows he's going to win, and that when he does, people should set a stage for his parade of defeating Metal Sonic.
I won't even hesitate. A second left to want to fade. Try to strike, but I'm in too late. I got to hook by my own day.
I Won't Even Hesitate shows how Sonic will not let any other thoughts get in his way and that he is going to defeat Neo Metal. A second left to alter fate shows how there isn't much time left to affect the rest of the world, and Sonic knows it. You tried to strike but a bit too late refers to how no matter how much Neo Metal Sonic is similar to Sonic, no attack will ever keep up with the real Sonic speed. I Got You Hooked on My Own Bait shows how Neo Metal is falling for Sonic's taunts he says during the battle and taunts he has said to Metal Sonic before. You Can Get There Ain't No Doubt shows that Sonic knows he can win with his friends once again and he has no doubt about it. As the words spill from your mouth of a hero shows that Metal Sonic will never forget this, and any time he tries to beat Sonic he will remember his defeat and will always tell people not to mess with Sonic again. The rest of the verse is practically the same. I Can Chase Another Day shows that Sonic is defeating Metal, and when he does, it means he can live another day. And Together We Stand Strong, No Matter How, No One Can Bring Us Down is about how no matter how much Neo Metal Sonic tries, he cannot defeat Sonic, and when he and his friends behind him and supporting him, there's no chance.
For some reason, and we're on our way.
Give us a reason and we're on our way shows that Team Sonic, given a reason to help, will always be there. Honestly, this song is going to be the first, but not last song that has a ranking below 10 out of 10. Honestly, I personally think it's okay, but it just gets a 7 out of 10, and that's not because they haven't shown Sonic's character well, that's just because I personally think it's a bit of a weak song. They still show Sonic's cockiness, but it just doesn't hit as hard as a Live and Learn does, and because of that, this song gets a 7 out of 10. Once again, we are going to move forward from Sonic Heroes and go to the next logical song. Sorry, did I hear that correctly? Sonic has a rap song now? Nice. If you are confused as to what I'm on about, I'm referring to His World. You also may be thinking, whose world? And to that I say, Sonic's World. His World is a very confusing song to refer to even a script. However, it works. Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, also known as Sonic 06, definitely has some flaws to it. However, remember when I said Sonic games have had ups and downs? Yeah, this is one of those down games. But once again, the music is fire. But let's see His World, shall we?
He's a rocket and he's ready to go, cause now the countdown has started and he's ready to blow. He's got the dope sounds bumping and his stereo. That's fast, putting on a show.
These 4 lines show how Sonic is known to not only be powerful, but the one that people count on when there is danger around, but he himself knows that he is able to beat anything that gets in his way.
Don't wanna get yourself together, there's no time to rest. And if you put the time in, he'll put you to the test. He's like a running man, in his world more is less. And if you wanna test him, best bring your best. Don't make me spell it out, bring your best.
This shows Sonic's cockiness. His World shows this, as Sonic believes it is his own world and doesn't stand for people getting in his way, and will eliminate anyone in his way and won't hold back from getting rid of people that are threats to everyone else around him and the whole world, as he is a believer in letting people live their best life.
In this world, where life is strong, in this world, life's an open book. In this world, where compromise does not exist. In his world, the rules every step meets the rest. In this world, where one is all. In this world, never fear the fall. In this world, where compromise does not exist. His world of rules every step meets the rest.
This shows that Sonic knows he owns the world he lives in, referring to literally as his world, and has the whole world under his rule and reign, and that he will get rid of any threat. However, there are risks coming with protecting the world, and every step he takes is another risk.
Running it back again, well, what'd you expect? Coming out to win 10 out of 10. Got a real rough pass, lights up his memory and straps on his shoes. Cause he's the best there ever was, haven't you heard the news?
Running it back again shows that Sonic is constantly protecting everyone, and he also expects to do so. Cause he's the best there ever was, haven't you heard the news? Once again shows Sonic's ego, and how he knows that every villain that he comes across has ended up being defeated by him, and most people know that.
Galactic continental champ, running things, hyperactive, instrumental in pulling strings. He is the one who understands when the tides will swing, so he's breaking down doors, never far away.
This shows that Sonic is always fighting to protect Earth to the point he knows when the tides will swing. He also breaks down any wall that gets in his way of his goal, as he has, referencing another song here, a steadfast heart of gold, and will always fight for what is right.
Come on and psych yourself up, cause it's time to play. Bounce to the beats and the rhymes, cause they're here to stay. The one and only marathon man, living the day. Moving up, coming fast, and they'll blow you away.
This shows Sonic's ability to hype himself up despite what may be in front of him, as he's always there to protect anyone and save anyone in danger, and he always does it in the normal Sonic fashion of fast and taking no prisoners while doing it.
Because the pressures of this world, they can take their toll, and it's tough to get away when they take a hold. The only way to break free is to break the mold. You can't stop now, rock and load. Don't stop now, come on, rock and roll.
These lines show that Sonic knows that the day-to-day life of everyone can be a struggle, but the only way to deal with them quickly enough is to break the mold we all put ourselves in when we are given something new to overcome. Sonic knows this because he has done it many times before and is no stranger to the fact that things may not go the way he wanted them to, but he can't stop moving or more mistakes can be made. Sonic shows the same character here by still being a bit cocky, but also understanding that lives can be difficult, and he understands that as he himself has dealt with more and more threats throughout the progress of his life. Overall, I give this song another 10 out of 10 for Sonic's character representation, as it still shows the exact same amount of cockiness, but also shows that he knows that not everyone's life is easy as his, and that they don't have otherworldly speed powers and can't blast through every threat or danger without looking back. Now, as I said previously, Sonic 06 was definitely a game of all time, not for the right reasons, but after that dumpster fire that was Sonic 06, Sega had to think quick on their feet and created the Wii trilogy. Sega made 3 games for this trilogy: Sonic and the Black Knight, Sonic and the Secret Rings, and the game we are about to cover, Sonic Colors. The song from Sonic Colors is Reach for the Stars, which was used to represent this game, and it works very well actually. But just like Sonic, we are going to speed into the next song and metaphorically speed through it.
Take off at the speed of sound. Bright lights, colors all around.
This refers to Sonic's immense speed and how he is now in Eggman's Interstellar amusement park, which has bright colours all around.
I'm running wild, living fast and free. Got no regrets inside of me.
This shows how Sonic is living free and he doesn't ever really look back, and that he doesn't ever get affected by mistakes, and he has no regrets inside of him.
Not looking back, not giving up, not letting go. I'll keep on running.
He's not going to look back or give up, let go, and he's going to keep on running. This shows growth as a character, as before Sonic has felt defeated, whereas now he isn't going to allow the feeling of defeat to get to him.
I'm gonna reach for the stars, although they look pretty far. I'm gonna find my own way and take the chance on today. The sky would start so bright, the colors feel so right. I've never felt like this, I'll keep on running. The sky would start so bright, the colors feel so right. Just take my hand, we're gonna reach for the stars tonight. Tonight.
All this means is that Sonic is going to fight to save the wisps that are trapped in Eggman's machines, and once again is going to keep running, and he's gonna reach for the stars, which shows his cockiness.
Wake up, living day by day. Do what I want, and I'll do it my way. The world is flying right below my feet. Got no regrets inside of me.
Once again showing he is free and still has no regrets, and lives his days how he wants to, with no one telling him what to do.
I got it in my sight. The colors feel so right. Got my feet off the ground. I'll keep on running. Oh, I can feel it now. The colors all around. Just take my hand. We're gonna reach for the stars. Just take a chance. Just take a chance. We'll do it right. Oh yeah. We're gonna reach for the stars. Just take my hand. Just take my hand. We'll take a chance tonight. Reach for the stars tonight.
Sonic here is telling the Wisps and Tails to place their trust in him and take his hand and reach for the stars, which can be interpreted as don't let anything get in our way and we will go higher than anyone else while saving the world. This song shows that Sonic has grown and isn't just thinking of himself anymore whilst in the moment, and is offering his hand towards his friends and is giving them the opportunity to leave Eggman's Interstellar amusement park before it explodes. And yes, this does happen in the game. Overall, another 10 out of 10 from Sega, so we are going strong. Moving on now and speeding through, we have Sonic the Hedgehog and Twilight? That doesn't seem right. But I have had word from my information feeder that we are in fact correct. Sonic Unleashed is a game that released for the Xbox 360, PS3, Wii and PS2, with the best version being the Xbox 360 version, although there is a recompiled version for PC if you have one and are interested. This game introduced the werehog, which is where the Twilight joke comes from. Endless Possibilities, performed by the lead singer of Bowling for Soup, is an absolute masterpiece created for this game and should be praised as such, but without further ado, let's get into these lyrics. This shows how Sonic knows he can live his life carefree and not have anyone tell him what to do. I'm Not Looking Back shows how Sonic has no regret, and if he did, he isn't going to let himself be consumed by them and not look back and only look forward.
But how will I know when I get there? And how will I know when to leave? We've all gotta start from somewhere, and it's right there for me.
But how will I know when I get there shows Sonic isn't quite aware of where he is going, but he knows he is going to get there. And how will I know when to leave also shows how he doesn't really know what to do, and he doesn't know where he is going or when to leave, but he's going to get there and figure it out by himself. We've all got to start from somewhere is saying how all of us have to start somewhere difficult in life, but we also don't know what we are going to do when we get there and are finished with our goals. Sonic is experiencing the same thing.
The possibilities are never ending. I see it, and now it's all within my reach. Possibility. I see it now. It's always been inside of me. And now I feel so free. And it's possibility.
This shows how Sonic knows he has a power deep inside of him, and that power can get him to places he's never seen before. And no one else can, because he only bears the power. And because of that, he has endless possibilities.
And so I'll carry on. My time to shine has come. I feel it. As fast as I can go, straight to the top. I know you'll see it.
These lines show when Sonic reaches the goal of his adventure, it is going to be obvious and we will see it, and no matter how fast he goes, he will reach the top.
So please wake me up when I get there. It feels like I'm lost in a dream. I know in my heart that it's my time, and I already see.
Here Sonic is asking to be woken up when he finally reaches the end of his adventure, and he knows in his heart it's his time to go on this adventure and do his best to help with whatever may happen.
Drop that smile 'cause you're beating again. No, this is where my journey begins. Come lose your speed, you're losing your flow. But inside me's a power you'll never know. Let it out, it's inside you. You better all stand back 'cause
This here is referring to the werehog and how Eggman harnessed the power of Dark Gaia to make his world view come alive. Sonic as a werehog is slower, and this aspect of the game is more of a beat 'em up style. The power inside of him is the Gaia energy, and he uses it to defeat the enemies created by Gaia in the game. He also lets the power out inside of him come out. He has become a new person, and will not let Gaia infect the people of the world. Sonic here is getting rid of anyone in his way, as he has the power he has never had before with the werehog form, and is storming through the rest of his adventure using this power. Endless Possibilities gets an 11 out of 10. Not only is this song absolute fire, but it also just shows Sonic in a brighter light by showing yes, he loves to adventure and save people, but he can also be very direct and will wipe anyone out that allows Dark Gaia to take over the planet, which shows a bit more of a violent side to Sonic, and it works perfectly. He is able to take everything that has happened to him in stride, whilst always looking forward and doing what's best for everyone. After an amazing song like that, I'm sure we are in for another one, and not some power of friendship conquers all, right? Sonic Forces, the game everyone was hyped about, has turned out to be yet another fail for Sega, and extension its main theme Fist Bump. To be honest, these lyrics don't need to be analysed, because I said they are all the power of friendship. No one can convince me to actually do that, and for the sake of my sanity, I won't. Just know I've listened to it enough, and I draw a conclusion of the 5 out of 10, as Sonic shows no cockiness at all, and just feels like a character murder, as it makes him sound weak in a way. I understand the whole game is about Sonic working with the original character you made, but the song does not fit the stakes of the game or even hint at what's going on. Moving on to a more sinister note after this point, Sega was at the risk of getting rid of the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, and that must have been when the Sonic team first played Breath of the Wild. By no means am I saying these games are the exact same, as I personally believe that they are different, they're just similar. You're entitled to your own opinion. I don't think they are the same. You do you. Sonic Frontiers was the only game to get a good reception with fans for a while, if you don't count Mania, but this is 3D music. And with a good game comes amazing music. All vocal tracks are performed by Kellen Quinn, who is a very talented singer. And before you listen to this music, I want you to know, all of the vocals were performed by a man. I have thought my whole life, or since this game has come out, that they were performed by a very talented female singer. Let's give it a listen, shall we?
I'm hanging on to the other side. I won't give up till the end of me.
This shows how Sonic won't give up until either he dies or Giganto, the enemy he is fighting, is defeated. This shows how Sonic is aware that he is different to the rest, and is also aware that he is on another level to the rest, and that if his enemy knew that, they wouldn't be fighting him. He's on another level, just a full-on other level to any enemy that Giganto could have fought previously.
Running from the past is a losing game. It never brings you glory. Been down this road before. Already know this story.
Sonic has been down this road before, and if he lets Giganto live, the world will end up worse. And he also doesn't accept running away from his problems, understanding that it won't bring him the glory he wants.
And you can throw me to the
This shows that Sonic is going to be the one to carry on his legacy and his friends, and you could throw him into certain death, but he will come back because he is undefeatable, and he knows it especially when he is in the supersonic form, who in this game defeats the Titans, who are massive robots created by an ancient civilization that no one else has been able to beat. That was confirmed in the Final Horizon DLC. I know it's plot armor, I just want to put that out there.
You're crossing the line. Now we've run out of time. I'll take what is mine.
This shows that Sonic is going to take what is his, which is the Chaos Emerald, which he will use to get rid of Giganto. He also knows he is running out of time to get rid of the Titan. Here Sonic is saying that when this adventure ends, it becomes a part of him and he will keep it with him, and what he has tried recently to defeat Giganto, he will also find another way, so he turns into Super Sonic to defeat him. He couldn't find a way before. He tried just brute forcing it. If you played the game, you know what I'm on about. Sonic gets absolutely bodied by an Evangelion level robot, and he gets absolutely bodied. He's tried that previously, and it has not worked.
I used to never know, but now it's crystal clear. This feel is just a ghost. It's time to face your fear.
Sonic here shows that he never used to know if he was doing the right thing, but he can now see that he is doing what is better for everyone and everything on the Starfall Islands, and he is going to face his fear of taking down Giganto after previously being absolutely slammed by him. What did I just say? The rest of the song is the exact same, so I won't be covering it. Overall, for character development, I give this song a 9 out of 10 because it covers everything we have seen before. Sonic's character, which is the cockiness and the fact he knows he is going to win against nearly everything, is why this song gets a 9 out of 10. But if you're talking just the song in general, 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10 level, this song is amazing. Every Sonic song, not everyone, not every singular Sonic song is amazing, but most of them are. If you're ever just sat at home one day, please give these songs a listen, because oh my god, I was not a fan of this type of music before Sonic the Hedgehog came along. And I know it's kind of like, oh, but you could have listened to it before, you could have figured it out. Yeah, being introduced to a new genre of music through a game is insane. However, we're not talking about Fortnite Festival here, so it doesn't really matter. My point is, right, play this game, give the songs a listen, and for the love of God, don't knock it just because it's Sonic the Hedgehog. Because genuinely, some of these songs you will never know that they are made for a Sonic game, which is mental. Next up, we have Break Through It All, also from Sonic Frontiers. I will skip the first bit, as it is mainly screaming, saying don't look down, but I will start from the actual lyrics. So here we go.
I've been here waiting for the longest time. I can't believe it's real.
This here is saying how Sonic has been waiting to fight the Wyvern Titan and cannot believe that he's actually doing it, and also cannot believe that it's real.
You lose the battles that you never fight. Can't hide from what you feel. Come on, no more compromise. This is do or die, and now you've crossed the line. You wait, the beast is time.
These lines show how Sonic knows that if he doesn't fight the Titan, he will automatically lose the fight, and he feels that he cannot do that as he cannot hide from what he feels. He also expresses how he feels that the Wyvern Titan has crossed the line, and so Sonic will wake the beast inside, which is just him saying that he will defeat the Titan in the supersonic form. Sonic is saying he will break through the walls that he has put himself in and will burn the fear that he has put into the Titan, into its memory, and doing so everyone will know his name, showing and telling everyone that he has freed the Starfall Islands from the clutches of the Titans. Here Sonic is saying that he doesn't really care that the Titan is being hurt, and he won't be stopped because he is on a mission to defeat it.
What goes around comes back around again. And if we don't come down, we'll be lost in the wind. I know that we will find our way. We'll do whatever it will take. And if we never reach the crowd, we'll take the whole thing down.
These lines show that Sonic will find his own way to beat the Titan and will not let it live, doing whatever it will take to take down the Titan, who he ends up destroying. Overall, Sonic's character here shows that he has a quote-unquote beast inside of him, which is referring to the supersonic form, and he will unleash it to any threat that may show itself towards him or any other people. By other people, I mean mainly his friends. The whole plot of this game is him saving his friends. Overall, for character portrayal, this song gets another 9 out of 10, mainly because of talking of the beast inside him, which is very memeable. Genuinely, if they didn't refer to Supersonic as the beast, this song would get a 10 out of 10. But every time I listen to it, I feel like the next day I might wake up and I just might start listening to My Chemical Romance. Not that there's an issue with that, by the way. I'm just saying. And so because of that, this song gets a 9 out of 10 ranking. And now we move on to Find Your Flame, also from Sonic Frontiers. And to be honest, I cannot think of any more segues, so we're just going to get into it.
I'm here to go beyond my limit, not to compromise. And you can tell me if I mean it, looking in my eyes. Cause I've been waiting for my moment to strike. So come close, let me show you what it's like. Yeah, you can try to stand in my path, but you're gonna regret it. I'll be the one who laughs last while I'm making my exit. Cause this is only for the strong of heart, not if you get it. And no matter what the outcome, you better accept it.
Sonic here is shown to not care about what the Night Titan thinks, and he is going beyond his limit to take it out, and he has been waiting to strike, and shows how Sonic feels about the Titan in general. He also states that if the Titan stands in his path, he is going to regret it, and Sonic will be the one having the last laugh before he exits the fight with the Titan, as he is going to win, and the fight is only for the strong of heart, which Sonic believes he is, as by this point he has taken out 2 of the 4 Titans, and knows if he has done it before, he can do it again.
I can cover the shell, I can bury the pain, so don't doubt for a second.
This part of the song is very metal with the screaming, but we can gather that Sonic is yet again saying that he was going to win and can cut right through steel, and is telling the Titan not to doubt him and just get out of his way before he rips it to shreds. Here Sonic is saying that when he is done, the whole world will know his name when he dances with Destiny, which is heavily hinted to be death. No one says dances with Destiny as you're fighting a, as I said before, massive Evangelion level robot. Destiny here is death for Sonic.
It's like I'm seeing double vision. Take a seat, I'm on a mission. We got everything to gain. To become everything you're not. You just give it all you got and take the pleasure with the pain. Yeah.
Here Sonic shows how he has defeated the other Titans by saying he is seeing double vision as almost like a deja vu type situation, as he has everything to gain from winning this fight, as he knows it will save the Starfall Islands.
I can feel my fire awaken, no time for being complacent. There's a dream on the horizon, you know we gotta chase it. And when we get to where we're going, then we start the invasion. That's me? Now you must be mistaken. You know I'll turn you into rust, grind you right down to dust. You thought you were the best, well, you haven't met us. Fire and rain, call me the hurricane. I'm not letting you go, that's a solid.
Sonic shows here that he can feel the fire in him awaken, and how that he has a dream of saving the Starfall Islands on the horizon, and by defeating the Titan, he is chasing that dream. He also says that he is fire and rain, so the Titan can call him the Hurricane, because he is going to destroy everything in his way, and he won't let go of the fight because he has too much pride, and that's all that he knows.
Now here we go, it's the end of the show. Hear them, they're calling your name. 'Cause in the end, it's you and your friends. You'll find your Now here we go, it's the end of the show. Hear them, they're calling your name. 'Cause in the end, it's you and your friends. You'll find your flame.
Here Sonic shows that he knows the Titan is on the ropes, and Sonic knows that at the end of the battle he will have his friends to support him as he endures the cyber corruption. Overall, this gets a 10 out of 10 for character development, as it shows that Sonic knows at the end of this adventure it will be him and his friends coming together to defeat the final Titan, and he now accepts it, which we'll dive deeper into this next song with I'm Here, the revisited version, from the Sonic Frontiers DLC, The Final Horizon.
Follow me. I'm standing on the border of everything. Listen close. Can you hear the spirit sing? Lost messages of long ago.
Here Sonic reflects on the memories of the ancients he has seen throughout the game, and how they left messages for him, telling him not to defeat the Titans as they were protecting the islands from the end. Yes, the final boss of this game is called The End, the main threat of this game, I'm not joking, is literally called the end. Sonic is also saying how he is on the border of everything and that he has done in his adventure this time around, and he won't let it go to waste. Here Sonic understands that he has created a threat to the Starfall Islands and has to put a stop to it, and he has to leave the life he had before of ignorance and not understanding that the Titans were helping the islands. He is also finding who he is meant to become after talking to his friends throughout the game, and how all three of them have a heartwarming story of growth and change, whereas Sonic has stayed the same, but now he is the one changing, and he has to walk on that path.
Reaching far across these new frontiers, with my life I fight this fear. In my hands I hold the ones I love, walk forward through the cold dawn, always to new horizons.
Sonic is now saying that he is finding a new horizon to walk on, and he is fighting the last Titan, Supreme, with all the fear that he has gained as he was put to a stop by the cyber corruption, which he is now fighting off thanks to his friends. After replaying this DLC, I have just remembered that at this point in the game, Sonic has harnessed the power of cyber corruption and isn't actually fighting it off anymore. With his Supersonic 2 form, as people call it, which basically just means he's using the power of cyber corruption to defeat the Titan Supreme and the end. It's very confusing, I can't lie. I'd just like to give a big thank you to YouTube, because I actually watched it, like, today, so, yeah, it was quite helpful. Now it is clear that Sonic has understood that he now has gone through all three of the trials to get to the end and prove himself worthy, as he was shown all the ancient melodies, and he has to accept the new power / life he has been given. By melodies, they're basically memories, song lyrics, and it at this point it doesn't matter. If you realise how in-depth I'm going about this, you will understand the final ranking I'm going to give this song. So, at this point, literally, if I mess up a word or don't say something correctly, it doesn't matter, because this song is absolute flames.
Once again, we'll start our story anew. Don't be afraid, I will be with you. I'm here, reaching far across these new frontiers. With my life, I fight this fear. In my hands, I hold the ones I love. Walk forward through
Sonic is now realising that after this adventure, his friends are going to start a new life, and he will as well. And he accepts this new life, but it does come with his fair share of fear, as a lot of things do. You know, when you start a new job in real life, you're worried on your first day, but you get to know people, boom, you've started a new job, you got a new life, maybe a pay rise, who knows. Overall, this song is a 10 out of 10 for character development, as Sonic has now accepted that every now and then it is okay to ask for help, and he doesn't usually do it, and he will hold the hands of the ones he loves as he moves forward from this adventure.
Standing here, the way ahead's becoming clear. All across these new frontiers. In my hands, I hold the ones I love. Walk forward through the cold tide. Always to new horizons.
Overall, this song is a 10 out of 10 for character development, as Sonic has now accepted that every now and then it is okay to ask for help, and he doesn't usually do it, and he will hold the hands of the ones he loves as he moves forward from this adventure. Sonic has developed a lot as a character over the years, and the music shows this. As I said in the beginning of this video, this is just my opinion, and I know that this wasn't as in-depth as it could have been, but this was made as a college project, and a lot of time and effort I don't usually put into my work has gone into this, and so to finally see it finished is very inspiring for myself, and hopefully some of you watching as well. Sonic is an unbelievably complex character, and the music is a lot more in-depth than I have shown, but overall this video was about how he has developed using the lyrics of the songs to back my evidence, and I think Sonic has very clearly grown, as Sega has realised he's more than just a funny fast hedgehog, and he has actually been through very traumatic events. Like, what would you do if faced with a massive world-ending lizard or world-ending water creature? Probably not a lot, right? But Sonic has faced these head-on and has grown with them, and for that I say my official verdict is Sonic is no longer a really annoying cocky hedgehog, and is now someone who accepts it's okay to ask for help from the people he knows while still maintaining a slight cockiness and an upbeat vibe. Unless you're playing Frontiers, where the voice actor Roger Craig Smith literally said, as he was recording the lines for this game, he was shocked at how deep they were making Sonic's voice, because it just made him sound depressed. Which honestly, after the events of Frontiers, I don't blame him if he was, to be honest. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, then, I don't know, subscribe I guess. Goodbye!